At 372 pounds, even day-to-day tasks had become a huge struggle for Simon. So, when he made this insane claim,
I'm gonna pick and attend next year a bodybuilding show.
No!
It was difficult to believe, but for Simon, it was deadly serious. See, in 2020, Simon was fighting for his life against Crohn's disease. It's a condition that would usually be manageable with proper care, but his symptoms became exacerbated by the fact he was also morbidly obese. His symptoms got so bad that he was stuck in the hospital for 7 whole months, undergoing 11 different surgeries, with his body becoming septic and nearly completely shutting down 3 separate times. Simon desperately wanted to make a change in his life, but he was constantly drained of energy, and he soon discovered that he also had dangerously low levels of testosterone. However, after starting testosterone replacement therapy, Simon finally started to feel normal again, and he soon rediscovered an old passion that he'd almost forgotten, powerlifting. And with his imposing size, he was actually pretty good at it. However, despite his increasing strength, he quickly realized that focusing on such a narrow aspect of his health wasn't going to get him where he wanted to be. He knew that he was going to have to make some drastic changes.
If you're gonna do something this crazy, you have to be a little bit psychotic. Let's be real with each other here.
So that's when he set a goal that many people thought was out of reach. He was going to try and compete at the 2024 Summer Shredding Classic in Toronto, Canada. It was only a year away, and for Simon to make the cut, he would have to get his body fat percentage from 52% all the way down to 5%. It seemed impossible, but he was determined, and he had a plan. Instead of doing it all on his own and risking falling into old habits, he started building a community on Instagram to hold him accountable. He posted his weight every single day, and he put himself out there as a real professional bodybuilder. Simon spent every day in the gym, he worked with a nutrition coach, and he even quit his job so that he could focus all of his energy on building his own brand as a bodybuilder and a coach. And it actually started working.
Your biological age is 18.
And as he got healthier, his Crohn's even went into remission. Then finally, on the morning of the competition, he hopped on the scale at 217 pounds. He'd officially lost 155 pounds in just 1 year, and his body fat percentage had come down just enough to qualify. However, after he went through his routine, he thought that was it. He thought he'd achieved everything he set out to accomplish. But as he stood nervously on stage, in awe of how far he'd come, the judges announced something that he could never have possibly imagined.
2024 Summer Shredding Champion goes to Simon Lafontant!
Simon won his class and he took home the trophy.